been in a place in your life when you wanted change, but it wasn't happening fast enough? Maybe right now you are waiting for an answer, for a door to open. Maybe something feels out of your control. You are doing everything you know to do, all the little things you can do as you wait for the big thing to happen. Perhaps it feels like everything hinges on the one thing you are waiting for. Does it feel like it is so close yet so far away? You're wondering, what's the holdup? It's like you are in a standstill. I totally understand how you feel. One morning in my quiet time with God, I was asking Him, what's the holdup about something we are waiting for as a family? Why the delay? He encouraged me with 2 ways you can make change happen now in your life. So I'm sharing it here with you. I hope that it is a blessing to you. I'm Kimberly Mutar, and I help mamas like you stay renewed in your mind, with 60,000 thoughts running through your mind every day, unconsciously and consciously, from the moment you wake up to when you finally drift off to sleep. It's vital that you actually take inventory of what's playing in your mind, especially when you want change to happen in your circumstances and it feels like nothing is happening at all. We need to check in with the words we speak. Are we speaking life and blessings over our circumstances and what we want to see changed? Are we staying hopeful that it will come to pass at the right time, or are we negative, complaining, impatient, and losing hope? There are 2 ways you can make change happen now in your life. Let's talk about what they are. Number 1, to make change happen now in your life, turn the Titanic. If you want something to change, do 180 and go the opposite direction now. No questions asked. Decide, I will no longer go this way or do this thing. Sometimes we need this in our lives. If you realize that you are heading down the wrong path that is not right for you, if you realize that you are watching or reading or looking at or doing something that is not right, it's not serving you well, it's not obedient to God, stop it. Turn away from it and don't go back that way again. You see this when someone has a heart attack and they immediately stop smoking, cold turkey, when they used to smoke for years. Maybe you know of someone who was an alcoholic or a gambler, and when they meet Jesus, they don't touch a bottle or enter a casino again. It's a complete transformation. If you want change right now, do a 180 and go the opposite direction. I say turn the Titanic because it's a massive move, a massive turnaround in the opposite direction. So I ask you, Mama, if you could turn it all around now, 1 thing, 2 things, or all of it, what would that look like for you? What would you stop right now in your life and do completely opposite? What would need to change now? Will you take some time to ask yourself those questions? Change doesn't happen until we acknowledge it and decide to change. What in me, what in my life, in my parenting, in my relationship with my husband, in my workplace, in my home, needs to stop right now and go a completely different direction. Now let me remind you that you could be in one of 3 mama camps. You could be saying right now, I love my life. It's all going great. Nothing needs to change. Perhaps you are thinking, I'd really like to just change this one thing. I get so frustrated by it. but I think everything else is fine. Or you could be saying, my whole life, everything needs to change. I mean, how did I get here? Whichever one you are, please let me tell you the second way you can make change happen now in your life so that you can decide which approach you will take. Number 2, to make change happen now in your life, make small changes each day. Most likely you got to where you are today with little 2-degree changes, not a full 180, but through small 2-degree decisions, mindsets, choices, or purchases. In the same way, it'll take small 2-degree changes to get you out of your current situation. Slow, steady, consistent adjustments. One renewed thought after the other. New positive ways of speaking. Small victories that build on top of each other and snowball until you've kicked out the negative, critical, full of doubt talk and replaced it with truth-filled, hope-filled words. Make small changes each day. Now, I am all about application, so let's turn this insight into action. Make a list of things that you want to see changed in your life. Do a brain dump and write down everything that you'd like to see change. Do you like where you are at in your life and what you have in your relationships with your spouse and your kids, in your job or business, in your homeschool, in yourself, and in your finances? If not, what would you like to see change? When you are all done doing this brain dump or this evaluation of your life, now narrow it down to 1, 2, or 3 max areas for change that you would like to focus on first. There's no right or wrong answer here, just what pops out at you as highest priority. Resist the urge to say everything needs to happen now, to change now, because it doesn't. You've gone this long with the way it is currently. What's a few more days or weeks or even months as you focus on 1, 2, or 3 most important things that need your full attention now? Which approach is better? Is it an immediate 180 turnaround or small changes each day? If it is an immediate 180 turnaround, write the thing that needs to be changed or stopped right now and then a big arrow pointing to the new way you will go. If the approach is best for you to make small changes each day, pick 1 to 2 actions you will do today to get you moving toward that change. Every day you do 1 or 2 things to get you toward that change. Don't let up and don't slow down. Remember the snowball effect. Little by little, roll by roll, it grows or compounds on each other. And before you know it, you've made the change. Does this make sense? That's how it was for me. That's still how it is for me. When I actually stepped back and looked at my life, I didn't like the mama I was, but I didn't know how to do better, even though I tried really hard. I love my children and my spouse so much, but when I was stressed or tired, out came what was in my thoughts and in my heart. So I shouted. I was negative. I put down and shamed. I complained. I was critical. I tried so hard to turn the Titanic. I said, I will not shout anymore. I will not be critical anymore. But I still shouted. I still was critical. I realized that I got to where I was with little 2-degree decisions, mindsets, and choices over a long period of time. It was my conscious and unconscious thoughts that were driving my life and determining how I felt, how I reacted as a parent and a wife. I wasn't watching over my thoughts and the words I spoke. They were running wild with defeated, overwhelmed thoughts, not good enough, frustrated. Those were my thoughts, my words. I realized all of this through a coach. I was sitting under the teaching of an amazing coach, a business coach actually. I knew that as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So I got serious about my thoughts and what I spoke. I got alone with God and His Word so that I could renew my mind to what He says. Because up to that point, my thoughts and my words weren't getting me the life I wanted. I got teachable. God's Word and my coaches helped me to renew my thoughts and words to better ones. And I started making those small 2-degree changes in my life. And with each small win, I was encouraged to keep going. I started liking how I was showing up as a mama and a wife. Every mama needs a coach. I mean it. I realized the negative tape that kept replaying in my mind. I saw how one thought repeated again and again became what I said, and what I said became what I believed, and what I believed became how I responded. So if you are saying, I don't like the mama I am, I can't stop shouting, I get so frustrated with my kids. I try so hard to stay patient, but sometimes I lose it. It's because your thoughts and your words are on autopilot inside your brain, repeating the same story of defeat, annoyance, and overwhelm. Your thoughts and your words are the most powerful thing you have. Everything you do and the results you create are all because of your thoughts and your words. If you are looking at the list of things you wrote down that you want to see changed in your life, but you don't even know where to start. If you resonated with my story in any way, if you need help with making change happen in your life, whether it is big, like turning the Titanic, or small 2-degree changes every day, I can help. I am so excited to tell you that Renewed Mama Coaching is now available. We can hop on a coaching chat together and talk through your specific frustrations, what you've already tried that isn't working, and what you can try instead. We'll go fruit to root together and help you to think right, to speak right, and to respond right. Sometimes we can't see beyond what we are struggling with. It's like you're on your tiptoes, trying to see over the wall that you have built with your thoughts and your words. You don't even realize you are building a wall of negativity, judgment, self-doubt, lies, defeat, not good enough. That wall is keeping you from seeing what God is trying to bring into your life, how He is trying to help you. Together in Renewed Mama Coaching, we'll take down the blocks in your wall. We'll pull down the negative mindsets, the thoughts that are holding you back, and the words you are saying that are actually speaking death over your motherhood, over your marriage, over your goals, and replace them with truth so that you can start to see the light shining through. So that you start to see the great mama you are, especially when you have the tools you need to make the 2-degree changes in your life, to parent well, to speak life to your children, and to find gratitude in the 24/7 motherhood. You don't have to do it alone. It is so much better working through it together. For so many years, I've struggled with who can I talk to help me change my thinking. So I want to be that person that will help you to change your thinking and the words that you are saying. Go to renewedmamacoaching.com. There are 2 parent coaching packages available and special bonuses waiting for you. Choose to book 2 sessions to get you started and your deepest concern answered right away. You know, the thing that keeps you up at night and keeps you frustrated as a mama. Or go all in with 5 sessions where we can go deep with what you are thinking, speaking, and how you are responding. When you book 5 sessions, you'll receive a Speak Life Badges sticker award book to help you to speak right and respond right to your children in a fun way using the sticker badges. Let's get started together today. Go to renewedmamacoaching.com. Real quick, before you go, if this podcast has encouraged you, would you tell 3 mamas you know who also want to make change happen in their lives? If they are waiting for an answer, if they are wondering, what's the holdup? Share the love by sending a DM to them right now with a link to this episode. Let's encourage each other to be renewed mamas. Until next time, take care. If there is one gift that you could give your children today, it would be your words, chosen carefully and spoken well. The words you speak today are like seeds planted in their hearts and minds. These word seeds will sprout and bear fruit in their life as they grow and become adults. Use Speak Life Badges, sticker award badges, along with suggested scripts or words you can say in the situations you encounter with your children. These scripts are designed to help you to speak to your child's individual personality, to break lies they may be believing, and to help them to grow up with a truth-filled mindset. Get them today at speaklifebadges.com.